Bro, FedEx is a garbage company, and here's why. So basically, when the iPhone 13 went on sale, I was first in line. Well, not first in line. I had to wait anyway. But I was online, ready to pre-order it the second I could at 7 a.m. on what was it, a Monday? I don't remember what morning it was, but it was 7 a.m.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning.
I woke up, I pre-ordered it, and then it said it was, it was scheduled, it was ready to go out, and everything, it would be here by Friday, the 24th, right? Was that the 24th? Let's double check. It was Friday, the 24th of September, 2021. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's fine and dandy. What are you talking about then? Why is FedEx so bad? Well, basically, I'm sitting there all day. It says delivery will be there from anywhere from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I'm sitting there all day. It doesn't say anything's changed. It arrives in a city nearby, I think about maybe an hour away from me. 2 hours? Yeah, an hour. It's an hour away from me, right? And there's nothing that's happening. So I sat home all day waiting for this. So I go for a ride in the car because I want to get some fresh air, because the phone hasn't been here all day and I've been sitting at home. So I'm driving around and I get a notification from FedEx and it says, hey, listen, your delivery, it's been delayed. We don't know why. Operational issues. That's all we're going to tell you. But there's no scheduled, day that this is going to go back onto the trucks, So I'm like, oh, that's not good. So basically, I come home and I make this tweet. This tweet goes out and FedEx is like, yo, whoa. We can't have somebody from the UPS, the UPS clan over here saying this shit about FedEx publicly. So we're going to tell them. We're going to tell them to DM us on Twitter. But we're not going to tell him that we are not allowed to re-DM him. What is that? I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right. You want to DM me, Susan? All right, Susan. I'm DMing you. Nothing back. Nothing. So I replied to the tweet again. I'm like, hey, Susan, listen, I DM'd you. Where you at? I'm waiting. And then George, this dude named George from FedEx comes out and he says, hey, listen, we're not allowed to DM you. Call us. So I'm like, but you told me to DM you, so is this a fucking hoax? And he's just like, call us. So I'm like, okay. So basically, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right. So I call him. It's something else.
Thank you. Please hold while I transfer you to a FedEx.com representative. Thank you for calling FedEx Technical Support. My name is Prezi. How are you doing today?
Friendly people, very, very good. I can't hate on their support. They got me what I needed, right? They told me I could go pick up the phone in this town that was an hour away if I wanted to go get it, or else I'd have to wait until they put out an update on their website. So I'm like, okay, stupid that you won't tell me when it's going back out, but I'll just go pick it up. Whatever. It's an hour drive, so 2 hours altogether because I have to go there and back. Whatever. So me and T Steady go to the FedEx place. T Steady, recently banned on TikTok. Great guy. Don't know why he got banned. Anyway, we go to FedEx, right? Hour away. Leave about 9 in the morning because they open at 9, and they're an hour ahead in this other town. So basically, it goes from Central to Eastern time, and so we get there, right? I moved recently, so I don't have an updated ID with my new address on it. And they didn't tell me that I needed to have my address updated on my ID. Obviously, it's something that you think is just common sense, so I understand why they didn't tell me that. But this package is also not under my name. It's under my mom's name because I did it through a phone upgrade plan under AT&T. Now, I didn't think that I needed to bring my mom to this because I figured, I have my ID. My last name is on there, same last name, and I have the address that they need. I also have the tracking number. I have all this information. So we get there, right? Pull into the parking lot. We let a person go in front of us because they were there just a couple seconds before us. So it's only one customer at a time in the building because of restrictions. And I finally go in, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up a package. She's like, all right, cool. What's the tracking number? So I say, blah, 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 whatever it was, 55 something. And she's like, all right, cool. Can I see your ID? So I'm like, all right, yeah, here, have my ID. She looks at my ID. She's like, this is not the right address. I'm like, yeah, we just moved. I haven't had time to get my new address on my ID. And she's like, not the right address, and your name's not your mom's name. So I'm like, word, but it's the same last name. I can give you the address. She's like, okay, what's the address? I said, I gave her my address, right? And she's like, okay, cool, you're still not this person, and it's not on the ID, so you're going to either have your mom come out here and get you the package, or you're going to have to wait until we ship it. And I'm like, I drove an hour for this package. I gave you all the stuff you needed. Why did you ask for my address if you weren't going to let me have it? So basically, I walk out. My mom, being the wonderful soul she is, her and my dad come up into this town that's an hour away, get the phone for me. But, you know, I just don't understand FedEx right there. Yeah, we're going to ask you for your address, but then we're also just not going to give it to you even if you give the correct address. So, to recap, there was an online Twitter that was not helpful telling me to DM them, but then they won't talk to me back. There was a support chat on their website, right? This was before I called them. Their support chat does not exist. I didn't see one. I was looking everywhere. Didn't see one. It had a phone number to text. I texted it. Nothing. I said, FedEx shipping help. No response. Zero response. How am I supposed to get help if you don't have a support chat and your texting doesn't work? It blows my mind. The only thing that was helpful was the phone support that I shouldn't have had to do, because I wouldn't have had to call if there was an explanation to why it was delayed on the website with my tracking area, right? It shouldn't have just said operations delayed. What does that mean? Why was it delayed? I want to know why it's delayed. Why is my package not here on time? Are your drivers just so incompetent that they don't know how to drive an hour? Do they not know how to deliver a package? Also, I was sitting there, I was trying to make an account so I could try to figure out how to use their website more, right? So I go and it asks for my address. I put my address in. It starts to autofill my address, right? I live in a new neighborhood because it's brand new construction, all that. And it starts autofilling my address. I'm like, okay, they know we exist already. I click it. It says invalid address. How is it invalid? You're autofilling it, and I saw a truck deliver something literally that day to a house that's 4 doors down. Our house was done before theirs. What do you mean my address is invalid when I know you're shipping to these houses? They've shipped to us too. And not to mention that every package I've ever ordered from FedEx has had something wrong. Either there's dents or the package inside is broken. Oh, and on top of that, this package, there was something wrong. When me and T-Steady got the package from my parents when we were out there, he grabbed the box from me because I'm driving, right? So I give him the box, so he can open it and make sure the phone's in there, make sure it's not broken, right? So he grabs the box and you could just hear it shake. And I think, oh no. You shake it, there's 2 pieces of unpopped bubble. I still have it right here because I just haven't cleaned it yet. I'm sitting here with my new phone. I just haven't had the time to clean this up yet. But there's these 2 pieces of, I don't even know what this is. Is it plastic? It's something that's got air in it. It's supposed to cushion it, right? There's 2 of the 3. One of them's popped. My phone could have been destroyed on the inside because their packaging was already popped before it was in that box. There was a hole in the packaging thing, the thing that with the air in it. One of them's popped. So if my phone went left or right, it could have broken in there if they dropped the phone too hard. You know what I'm saying? So that just adds on to the fact that FedEx makes every package I've gotten to them have something wrong. I just know that UPS would have done better with this. Their packages have never been terrible for me. They've never lost a package of mine. They've never delayed a package of mine without delaying the entire population's version of it. And then Halloween City, they don't even sell FedEx outfits. They sell UPS outfits though. So what does that say? It just shows you which one's better. They want you to dress up like your heroes. You don't see people dressing up as FedEx. You know why? Because FedEx is a garbage company. UPS is better, and they would never have made me go through a horrible time like this. And this is why we go by the UPS on our group channel called the UPS. For legal reasons, we've had to make it different words. It's not United Postal Service or whatever it's called. But we still, it's just better. And if you like FedEx, you've got something wrong. If you work for FedEx, I'm so sorry for you. You should go see if UPS is hiring. Hell, work for the mail service. Better than FedEx. The mail service is better than FedEx. That's all. That's why FedEx is a garbage company. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this with a friend. And if you got some bad stories about FedEx, leave them in the comments. It's a terrible company. Hey FedEx, if you're listening, fire that bitch Susan. She told me to DM you, but can't DM me back. Fire that bitch. Bullshit company. Go bankrupt.